but she sometimes hate it. What up, good people? How we doing? And welcome to Montez at Midday. Hope all is well with everyone. Got to represent the high school. Some of the Bulldogs in the building. Bulldogs stand up. Whatever it may be. You know what we have to do. By the way, we're being brought to you by theweedsquad.com. Check them out. Visit the website, DreMontez.com. Get a list, get a taken of all the sponsors. Thank you again to all those guys. But you know what we have to do. High five it up. Chest bump. Let's hug it out. Let's hug that thing out right there. Again, if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. Again, my little brother had a birthday over the weekend. My twin girls and Man Cave member Jody as well had a birthday. So happy birthday to those people again. If you're celebrating an anniversary, happy anniversary to you. If you did something great for yourself over the weekend, congratulations. And if you won some money over the weekend, share a little bit of the love, by the way. Share that love out there with us. Don't forget, you can follow us throughout social media platforms. On Facebook, we have a page, Who's to Blame. Instagram, Who's to Blame, the podcast. Twitter, at W2B Dre Montez. As well as on YouTube, we have a page, Dre Montez, right there. You can check out the latest episode of my podcast episode as well. Well, good people, it's Monday. Everybody knows all the answers on Mondays right after a great sports weekend. Everybody knows everything, right? Everybody knows all of the answers. They can figure it out. They know the actual answer and the equation. They know how we got here. I don't know about this one. Yesterday was a first. I must admit, it was a first yesterday. First time I've ever watched the Super Bowl alone. First time I want to say, since I've started smoking weed, yesterday was the first time I didn't smoke any weed. And that was horrible. That was horrible. That was horrible. I don't think I want to do that again. No. Can't do that again, but it was a first. 17-38-9, we had a great day. It was fun watching all the videos and hearing all the propaganda before the game started, during the season, but it all came down to the Super Bowl. And that's all we're going to talk about on today's show is the Super Bowl. Kansas City Chiefs fans, Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans, you both should be applauded, rewarded, and appreciated for one heck of an unusual season with no preseason games. The pandemic, shutdown, COVID-19. The improbability became the possibility the way this season came out. Whether you had these two teams or not, we didn't know what Patrick Jefferson Brady was going to do. Thomas Patrick Jefferson Brady was going to do. We didn't know what Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Football Chiefs were going to do based on what they did last season. We all went into this season scratching our head, shaking our head, hoping and wishing. And as we all know, I am a Denver Bronco fan till the end of time. It will never stop. No matter how I feel about Drew Lock, it will never change on how I feel about that team. But I do want to get Drew Lock up out of there. Let me check and make sure that everything is going fine here. Because, sometimes I usually forget to hit the damn button. I hit the button. Okay, so I hit the button. Okay, so we all good. But, hey, Super Bowl Monday. Who'd have thunk it? Who saw this coming? When you don't have a team in the Super Bowl, it's different. When your team goes to the Super Bowl and wins, it feels different. When your team goes to the Super Bowl and loses, it's a different type of day. Also, in my, I want to say since 1986 or 7, I have never worked the Monday following the Super Bowl. Never. Never. Who goes to work the day after the Super Bowl? You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Celebrate. Recover. A few notes that I took on the game yesterday. We're going to go through that little list, and then we're going to get into how I really feel about the Super Bowl, what I saw in the game, and my thoughts on the upcoming season and predictions for next year, which I do not do at all, but I have to on this occasion because of the Chief fans. They made me do this. Chief Nation made me do this. Super Bowl. Shout out to James Brown on a heck of a pregame show that they put on yesterday. They brought facts out when it came to the African American contributions in the NFL. Kenny Washington before Jackie Robinson. That was a great bit right there. That was awesome right there. That was really damn cool. Best hair of the day goes to CBS Sports. Evan Washburn. Best damn hair on the planet. Impeccable hair that guy had yesterday. Never seen nothing like it in my life. Did you see the guy's hair? I mean, come on. Come on. Impeccable. My over-under line didn't go as planned. I epic failed. There was only one mention of Tom Brady being 43 years old. There was no mentions by Tony Romo calling Patrick Mahomes boy so special. Not done during the game. We missed the face mask on Leonard Fournette in the first quarter. Gronk was off the chain. Kansas City's run defense, we all knew that. Chris Jones he slapped Jensen. Come on now. You're going to get a penalty on that one. Come on now. That 4th and goal call, let's go back to the drawing board. On that 4th and goal, why didn't he reach the ball out for the end zone? He's probably still slapping himself in the head. That shank punt only went 29 yards, people. 29 yards. Kansas City getting that offsides call with 6:12 left in the second. Gronk again. Mental mistakes were huge. And this one here, I got to put a shout out to Jay-Z because I think the NFL hired him to be the entertainment advisor. Who booked The Weeknd? That was probably one of the worst halftime shows I've seen in quite some time. I'm going to call him the weekday. He's not the Weeknd no more. That was a weekday performance right there. That was horrible. Oh, that was grotesque. Miley Cyrus did a better job. Better job. Yeah, for sure. Hands down. Tyreek Hill. Where was he at? Mahomes. Was not there at all. The fan running on the field, great tackling by the security squad right there. Great tackling. Took him down. In the red zone, I do believe. It was 3rd and 23. No, 3rd and 33. Byron Leftwich. Todd Bowles. So many things went on in that game. But here's something I never thought I would say. Before this season started, even last year, the hype on Patrick Mahomes was warranted, it was granted, it was appreciated, and it was needed. He got $500 million. He got the baby on the way. He got that crazy-ass voice I hate, that weird-ass haircut. Everybody says he's so special. I heard the same talk before about Michael Vick, Cam Newton. What happened to Cam Newton after that Denver Super Bowl? I saw something yesterday that I think the rest of the NFL was watching. Kansas City was exposed. We all knew going into the game that Kansas City run defense was not the best out there, but could the Bucs pull it off in running the ball effectively and bringing a play action into the game, which was very prevalent, and it worked out very well in their behalf. But on the other side of this, stand with the Kansas City Football Chiefs, I don't see this team making it back to the Super Bowl next year. I really don't. It's hard to get to the Super Bowl. It's very hard, difficult job to do. And I think that team called the Buffalo Bills. It's going to be like a problem next year. It's going to be a problem. Hey, Kansas City, you gave it a hell of a try. I love the hype. I love the fact you gave that dude all that money. As they say in the hood, he got paid. Brother got paid. Yeah, he got paid. He's not going back to the Super Bowl. I bet $1 on it. I'm going to be like Eddie Murphy in the movie Trading Places. I bet you $1 that the Kansas City Football Chiefs are not going to the Super Bowl next year. Those are facts. The way that team exposed everything yesterday. They exposed it all. Exposed it all. They were not prepared for that deal. Not prepared for, hey, hell of a season. I still don't believe you can give somebody a GOAT status in less than 5 years in NFL. And that's what everybody in the entire world, including you, and you down there, and you over there, were doing about Patrick Mahomes. At 50 years old, I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of people that have that inclination of being put in a certain box of a certain type of an athlete. Maybe a little bit, yeah, throwing the ball sidearm, extending the play, nobody really ever hitting them. Okay, you're going to get away with a whole lot. You're going to get away with a whole lot in this game that they call football. And the way that the NFL quarterback is protected today, okay. But I don't see this team going back to the Super Bowl no time soon. $500 million or not, he got his money. I don't know how much of that was guaranteed or win an ownership group or not. What's going on? Do I have popcorn on my face again? I don't. But that's what I'm seeing. And to the other people that are saying, oh, the refs did this, how was that game badly officiated? This is going to get interesting to me. How did the game go in the favor of Tom Brady based on the calls that were made? Were the Chiefs offsides? Yeah. Was that pass interference? For sure. Was that a personal foul? Yeah. Was that unsportsmanlike conduct? Yeah. The only thing they missed was Honey Badger and Terrific Tom getting into it. That should have been offsetting penalties on both of those guys. But that right there was the momentum changer for Tampa Bay. Believing in psycho Tom Brady. You know, he can go there every game like he does right before halftime every time. He goes for the penalty or the big play. And it seems as though Kansas City didn't do their homework at all when it came to that point of the game. And speaking of greatness, this GOAT status is just being used way out of context too much. We can't give anybody that title under 5 years in the league. I mean, that just makes no sense to me. Believe what you will, say what you will. You have to earn that credit. Winning one Super Bowl and an MVP, you deserve to be a GOAT? Come on now. Come on, really? People, come on. Let's be real with ourselves here. Do you really see Patrick Mahomes going back to the Super Bowl next year? Say it with me. Come on. You can do it. Come on. You know you can do it. Is he going back to the Super Bowl? No, Dre, he's not. Thank you. Who's going? The Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are going back to the Super Bowl. It's written in our face. What I witnessed yesterday was a first in history. No man cave. No cheerleaders. No stripper pole. No strip club. No marijuana. It was an unusual day of me watching football. I got a chance to focus on the game, the plays, the response. The actual game itself was a good game. It was better than last year's Super Bowl. Last year's Super Bowl was boring. Boring as hell. The past two Super Bowls were pretty much boring to me. Pretty boring. But that was a good Super Bowl. Would I feel different if Kansas City won? I don't know. They didn't win, so I can't play that game. I can't play the what if. I'm going to go with what actually happened. They actually got their ass whooped. What if I told you that Patrick Mahomes will go to the Super Bowl and not throw a touchdown? Would you believe me? Would you believe me? You wouldn't believe me. A simple cover two. I don't want to hear nothing about his big toe. I don't want to hear nothing about the guy that opted out to be a doctor in Canada. I don't want to hear nothing about the 2 offensive tackles that are missing. No. We're not playing that game. Because if was a fifth, we'll all be drunk. Huh? Come on now. Huh? If my auntie was a man, she'd be my uncle. But I want to thank the sports world. I want to thank my parents for creating me during this magnificent time that I was born to see great things in the world of sports. I've been lucky. If you're 50 years old and older, you have been lucky as shit. What we've got a chance to witness and be a part of. They use that GOAT status a lot. And when we think of GOAT, we always think of number 23, Michael Jordan. That's something out there that's really synonymous with the word GOAT. That acronym, G-O-A-T, greatest of all time. There's been some GOATs out there. Wayne Gretzky, oh my God. Michael Jordan, Richard Petty, Dale Earnhardt, Tiger Woods, Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicklaus, Thomas Jefferson Patrick Brady. I am not a Brady fan, not a Patriot fan, not a Buccaneer fan. I'm a football fan. And you have to recognize when people do things that are great. And what he pulled off 10 months, 14 days ago, he decided to take his talent to Tampa Bay. I want to figure out a way that I can talk to Antonio Brown. How does Antonio Brown change that fast? Remember, if he would have just shut the fuck up for 4 days, he could have made $29 million. For 4 days. Can you be quiet for 4 days and make $29 million? I don't know if I can. That may be pretty hard for me, so I'm not going to lie. I was talking so much yesterday, but Antonio Brown turned it all around in a way I never saw coming. The man cannot touch a cell phone. Stay off social media. Tom Brady said, come on down here, I got something for you. You going to stay with me? I wonder, did he ever see Giselle in an uncomfortable, scantily clad outfit? Focus. That man changed his whole attitude. He has been quiet and silent. The baby mamas, the bad, horrible looking feet, beating up the delivery guys, taking their shit out of the house. All of that. He kept his mouth shut. I want to know who his agent is. Is he still living with Tom Brady? How? And everybody's talking about Eric Public Bieniemy from Colorado getting a head coaching job. What about Byron Leftwich? What about him? Byron Leftwich from Marshall. Body was broken up in a college football game. The guy almost couldn't walk, almost broke his leg, and still brought Marshall to a victory. Shout out to Randy Moss as well. The Thundering Herd. We are Marshall. Why? He's not getting any coaching recommendations out there. Oh, we forgot. They went and hired the oldest man in America to coach the Houston Texans. Epic fail. Epic fail. But I want to know how the story is going to go now. With what's going to happen with the Kansas City Football Chiefs and their coaching staff. Tampa Bay Buccaneers and their coaching staff. Who's getting the job? Reports were coming out that B.A. Bruce Arians was going to retire and hand it on over to Todd Bowles, and Bruce is going to go in the front office. We're going to see what happens with this story on that. But Byron Leftwich, phenomenal job. That coaching staff in Tampa Bay, phenomenal job. Great job. Great for football. Great for football. I know what you're saying. Kansas City. Never thought $500 million and not throw a touchdown in the Super Bowl? I don't want to hear, but Dre, what your team do? Look, I'm a Bronco fan. I would never, ever in my life root for the Kansas City Football Chiefs. It won't happen. It won't happen. It won't happen. But here's the things that I missed out on yesterday during the Super Bowl on my over-under pool. So I was listening very closely. By the way, Tony Romo, great job. Great job yesterday. I had the over-under on Tom Brady's age being mentioned about 10 times. It was only mentioned one time. I had the over-under on how many times they were going to call Patrick Mahomes so special at 15. Didn't happen at all. Bill Belichick, I had him at 7. He was only mentioned 3 times yesterday. I had the cheerleaders. I didn't see one damn shot of the cheerleaders. Not one. And I used to love to go to the strip clubs the night after the Super Bowl. Like when the game over with, let's go to the strip club. So I kind of missed the cheerleaders yesterday, but we will be. Speaking of strip clubs, I got some news coming on Wednesday, hopefully for you guys. You're going to love this one. Andy Reid, I had it mentioned at 10 times. It was only mentioned 4 times. B.A., the name B.A., not the name Bruce Arians. I had B.A. being called out 6 times. They never called him B.A. yesterday. Epic fail. I missed that one right there. But, hey, the MVP, I got close. I had JPP or Tom Brady. If Kansas City would have won, I had Tyreek Hill or Patrick Mahomes. And the score that I had Kansas City winning 31-27, believe it or not. I picked Kansas City to win. But I'm glad they didn't. Glad they didn't at all. Glad they didn't at all. But overall, I was satisfied with the Super Bowl. From the pregame show, again, James Brown. Hell of a pregame presentation talking about the contributions and the lack of what the NFL has been doing for the African-American male or female when it comes to the sports world. Shout out to the women. Sarah, I saw you, huh? Spotting that ball, I saw you, Sarah. Good job out there. Yeah, 2 females winning the Super Bowl for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the coaching staff. I like that. I like that a lot. A lot of good things came out for us information, but we need to get Jay-Z, Roger Goodell, and The Weeknd on a conference call to figure out what went wrong with that halftime show. I mean, who would you like to see perform? I mean, I remember the year that Robert Randolph and the Family Band performed, and nobody knew who they were, and they kicked ass out there. They kicked ass. The year Beyonce did it, the all-female show. Oh, my, that felt like a concert. It felt like I needed to pay money. The weekday performance looked like a regular music video. He didn't do anything special. He didn't bring anything to the table. That's the Super Bowl. Jay-Z, you couldn't call nobody else? I mean, can the fans pick who should be performing at the Super Bowl? Are we going with the hottest act, hottest group, band, duo, team? Or are we going with people that can really perform live very well? That needs to be looked at as well. A lot of people can't perform live. They good in videos. They good on tape-recorded TV shows. But live action, boss, that I entertained myself yesterday when that boring-ass halftime show was going on. That was not what I expected at all. Not what I expected at all coming out of that whole situation right there. But the Super Bowl definitely was the top of the list for his weekend activities. But again, at first, no man cave at all. It was weird as hell. I have never, ever watched a Super Bowl by myself. That was weird. It was, you talking about talking to yourself. I was using different voices. I was going between Howard Cosell and Vincent Lombardi. The opening of the Super Bowl, when they had the guy looking like Vincent Lombardi, chills. I can listen to Vincent Lombardi's voice all damn day. NFL Films with Steve Sable. Oh my God. Vincent Lombardi. I hope they play this again on the NFL Network. John Madden went to an 8-hour seminar with Vincent Lombardi talking about the power sweep. He talked for 8 hours about the power sweep, and John Madden was there. Green Bay and Ray Nitschke, they perfected the power sweep in a way that no NFL team will ever do again. Ever. But hearing Vincent Lombardi and that opening yesterday, chills. Chills. I was like, holy crap. And a little of me thought that was really him. Vincent Lombardi. The Lombardi is a different type of brand when it comes to the NFL. He defined the ways of the monsters of the Midway, the Green Bay Packers and the frozen tundra. I can listen to that all damn day. I mean, if you're not an NFL Films fan, like I said, on Wednesday's show, we're going to really jump into Al Davis versus the NFL. They brought a little snippet of the old NFL Films. I mean, that music, the way they captured the players running in slow motion. If you didn't run in slow motion as a kid, you're not human to me. We all ran in slow motion, whether you were the Bionic Man or a football player. You ran in slow motion as a kid. Slow motion athletes and captions are the best out there. But congratulations again. I think we have one Man Cave member that's a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan. I do believe it's Slick or Q. I think one of those guys or a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan, but congratulations to him. And we already know the Man Cave president is going to win no matter what. He was going for Kansas City, and he's a Tom Brady fan. So the Man Cave president wins again. I think he's undefeated. Right there. By the way, speaking of undefeated, JPP, as Shay Sharp said today, I think he's a better player with 3 fingers than 5. The dude is 8-0 in the postseason, going back to his New York Football Giant days. Think about that right there. But again, I like the pregame show, the way they really focused about the early days of the African-American football player contributions to the NFL, what the NFL did in 1920, what they did in 1933, and what happened in 1945. Shout out to Kenny Washington, fans, people that saw that. I think the Man Cave president probably saw Kenny Washington play. He was a teammate of Jackie Robinson in college. Wow, small world, and they brought the facts yesterday. But again, I don't see Kansas City going back no time soon. He got his money, as everybody always says, get your money. He got his money. He's won MVP. He's won a Super Bowl. The bank is good. He got that baby on the way. So I think Patrick Mahomes is good. I think that's it. And for the record, I do not like Travis Kelce. For the record, never have, never will. But a hell of a Super Bowl. Heck of a Super Bowl. The mind must be totally different to prepare for a game on that big of a stage. Guys, we have Valentine's Day coming up. So I encourage you to go to DreMontez.com, hit that sponsor button over there. Hit that button, click on it, and you'll see all these people on the bottom right there. Maybe you can go out to eat, grab your loved one something, get a gift certificate, do whatever, huh? Maybe you can go on over to the Weed Squad and make sure everybody is happy, huh? They're located at 8088 Watson Road. There it is right there. All kind of things. We have an incredible show coming on Wednesday. Oh, we got some things to talk about, and hopefully I got some great news, surprise news, when it comes to strip clubs. Strip clubs. Hey, strip clubs. Get your strip on. Get your strip on. Get your strip on. Take your clothes off. Hopefully Wednesday. I got some work to do. Got to get this mouthpiece going. But hopefully Wednesday, we got some phenomenal news coming. And then next weekend, Valentine's Day is also what, kids? The Daytona 500. Martin Truex Jr. Hey, shout out to my boy down in Charlotte, North Carolina, my man Juan Houston, man. Hey, this man can dress better than anybody I've ever seen on television. The man he's been ragging since I first met him back in 1995. The dude can rag. My man. Again, my little brother had a birthday over the weekend, my twin girls, and Man Cave member Jody. He's finally in the club. He fitted now. Uh-oh. You got to get out of bed real slow, one leg at a time. You got to think about before you put the first foot in the shower. At Fitty, things are different. Speaking of different, I think it's time for a cocktail, Dre. Where we going? To the bar. Who's buying? You buying? You buying. Dre, you buying? Of course I'm buying. Thank you again to 1738 for watching the Super Bowl with me yesterday. At W2B Dre Montez, as well as on YouTube, Dre Montez. You guys enjoy the rest of your day and appreciate the details of the day. And like my great-grandpappy always told me, 2 left turns make a right. You guys enjoy. And we out. Peace.